Hello and welcome to the Belted Galloway Society Digital Beef tutorial. In this video, we are going to show you a quick synopsis of digital beef and what it can do for you and your herd. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you're signed in with your member number and password. How you know you're signed in is that you will see your name or farm name in the upper right-hand corner. When you're signed in, it'll take you to your general profile information under your account, where you'll be able to add your logo, see your registered information, as well as your membership dates and if you have any balances due. We click on the home page, and that'll take us to some search functions where we can search for people within the Belted Galloway Society, as well as animals. Please be sure that you have chosen the correct search field when looking for an animal, such as if you have the animal's name, you're going to want to ensure that the word name is checked off and not registration number. When searching for people, you can search for names of people, cities, or even by states. To go back and see your account on this left-hand side, you're going to want to choose the View option, and that will take you back here to where you have your profile information, and we can find things like your address, phone, your contacts, all associated with your membership, as well as the list of your herd, pastures, which you will set up if you so choose, any listings of incomplete work that you have yet to submit, some embryo certificates, account balances, and past account recordings, as well as your profile preference, where you choose what you want people to be able to see within your account, and communication status with the Belted Galloway Society. We're going to start off by looking at our herd, keeping in mind that we can choose this all button, which will show us all of the active animals in our herd. And then we have a division between bulls and females within our herd. This is where we're going to utilize if we need a DNA or hypotrichosis testing for animals that are already registered. So perhaps I have a cow that is going to be a donor cow and she needs to get some DNA and hypo testing done. I would find her in my list of females and I would choose to view her. And then from here, with the viewing of this, I can see lots of information on her progeny, her pedigree, performance stats. I can keep track of heats and anything that I've synced up for heats. But here is the DNA tab that I can choose, and I can see if she has any DNA on file and order any testing that I would need for her. By clicking this, I would choose what type of testing, hypotrichosis and or DNA testing. And if there are any additional sires that I would need her tested with, then I would list their registration numbers here. And as a reminder, that your test kit will not be submitted to you from UC Davis until payment for those test kits have been made. I'm going to go back here to view my herd. So I go back to view, and I'm back to the page where, again, all of this is, and here's my herd listing. Here again on the left-hand side, if I go to herd management, I can set up pasture groups. I can transfer animals within my herd. Clicking on that allows us to determine who's getting the certificate when the transfer is made, who the buyer is. If you know the registration number, you could enter it there. If not, you can look them up by checking this box. The percentage of transfer for that animal, the date, and then clicking on choose from my animals brings up that herd list that you were just at, and you can choose which animals are being transferred to this new buyer. Then we have, again, continuing down this left-hand side, we have a recording option. This is where we are going to register any Belted Galloways that we have to register. So if we have some Belted Galloway calves, we would click here. If we have a foundation animal, this is an animal that is not a Belted Galloway, but is of a different breed and has a registration system, a registration account with a different breed, and you're using that animal in your herd to create probably percentage Belted Galloways or whatnot, and you want them listed in your herd, you would click on that, and we have a pop-up screen that says you will need to contact the registrar to get this registered animal into your herd. We have the commercial function. Again, this is an animal that is not necessarily a registered Belted Galloway. It's a It's an unregistered animal that you are using in your herd, and you would enter the information you have for that animal here, and that would be created and listed into your herd. This breeding option over here, this is info for you to use. If you have agreements with other members you want to keep track of here, leases on cows, you have semen inventory, embryo inventory you want to keep track of, transfers of embryos, who's due to calve, what heifers have been bred. This is information that you input and can utilize based on your herd and the management of your herd. And we'll go ahead and click on these to kind of shrink those back up. We have a reports function here where, again, using the data that you are entering, you can get various reports printed off so that you can see how your herd is doing. This works as much as you work for it, so it works on the information you're inputting into your herd. And then we have work queues over here where you can keep track of things that you've been doing and building work orders for in order before they get finished. So lots of things here on this left-hand side that you can go and explore. Some of the more prominent ones will have specific videos for, such as transferring animals, registering animals, and whatnot. But this is just again, a quick synopsis. And you can always feel free to reach out to Stephanie, our registrar, over there in Platte City, or you can reach out to the executive director at any time with questions or any help that's needed. Thanks for watching.